Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another NovaWar Says, sent in to me by me, to me at gmail.com. That's probably an email. Don't actually ever try to send anything there. Today, I thought about maybe doing a shout out to some of the, one of the builds we've seen recently. That's sometimes where I get my my inspiration from, but then something randomly popped into my brain, and I thought, you know what, that might be fun to try. So we're also changing it up. You can see Mr. Black's not queuing because I'm going to tell him what it is first, so he can think about it a little bit more and have maybe a bit more of a game plan going in, so he's not game planning while already in the game. This one, Mr. Black, is called The Young and the Restless.
Soap opera.
Soap opera. The Young and the Restless. What this build is, other than your first 2 units, attacking units, so not probes or whatever the fuck, or drones, whatever you choose. After your first 2 units, because I'm going to assume that you're going to want to have those possibly for doing some defending back at home early on and whatnot, the rest of your units for the rest of the game. So you're going to have to time this, maybe, depending on how you're going to do it. You're going to have to think about how you're going to do this. They have to immediately be sent towards the enemy to attack. They're restless. They're young. They just showed up on the field. Okay. They're hardy. They're healthy. They want to get into the action. The Young and the Restless. First 2 units you can keep at home. Everyone else, they got to be pinged towards the enemy. You got to put them to work right off the rip. So you can think about who you might want to make use of for that. Maybe it's a zealot thing. Maybe it's a marine thing. Maybe it's something else.
So just so that I know,
and it doesn't have to be 1 unit.
Okay. So if I make say a zealot and a stalker, every zealot and stalker that I have or any other unit beyond that have to go immediately to their base, like as a stream.
Yeah, I'm letting you keep the first 2 at base, because, you need a bob. If you're a Protoss, for example, you need a bob, usually, or something to help block up, at home, maybe a whatever. And then after that, you're sending units directly in, non-stop. As soon as they're built, they're going.
Okay.
If you're Zerg, I will make the exception that you don't have to send queens, because obviously that would be dumb.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, that's what we're
doing. In this instance, though, because Zerg is a little different in how they produce, I will let your first batch of Lings and your first batch of Roach, the 2 starting unit comps. So first, I guess, was that 6 Lings and... Oh, random. Oh, God. Okay.
Random.
Okay. All right, we're out here. Okay. I respect it. We're against Zerg, so you're going to get fucking rushed anyway, so this is great.
This is awesome. All right, it's ZVZ.
Oh, it's a ZVZ. All right, here we go. So the queens don't have to go. Your first 3 larvae of Ling and Roach, if you
Oh,
great.
okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week. You know what that was? That was somebody who also has played almost exclusively Zerg on the ladder, and as soon as they would have even had a hint that you were Zerg, was like, nah, fuck this shit.
All right, we're up against Protoss now. We're gonna get Zerg
on
again.
Mothership. How apt.
I believe. Oh, all right, Protoss.
PvP.
Okay.
All right. Hey. You know what though? This could work in a PvP. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. And hey, it's not a fucking master Zerg that's gonna 2-base all in you.
That's
so
right. That's right.
There's that.
We do got that going for us. That's important.
We do have that going. That's a curse here in NovaWar Says. Hard to avoid it for some reason. Are you getting lag in your game, or is that just Discord?
Must be just Discord, because everything is
okay.
fine.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't. Okay, good. That's the important bit. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, new year. We're in it. By the time you're seeing this, it's going to be, probably about the 15th of the month, close to it.
Yep.
Anyway, and I'll just drop it here. We're going to try to get StarCraft and stuff in, but between next week and the end of February, how much casting I'll be doing will be completely in the winds. as the baby will be arriving.
Well, next week. Next week we're gonna do a larger batch than normal because I'm doing a bit of traveling.
Yes.
So that'll hold us over for a couple of weeks, and then we'll go from there. We also gonna have a new sponsor next week too. So get ready, guys. We're gonna need your help.
It's happening.
Yes.
It's happening. First of the year. We're finally getting into it. It took forever, and so we're excited to finally have you guys have something to get together with on the community Discord, which is also linked in the description below, by the way, to be able to chew on for a bit. We have the scouting probe here, getting in, trying to see what's going on. He's not going to see anything too crazy out of the ordinary. He is going to see that there is no hard wall right off the rip. And that might be an interesting piece of information for our opponent. Second gas is down. We're chronoing out. Very hardcore probe right now is what he's going to also be taking note of as we get the warp gate research out. And Steve is on the way. So in a PvP, is this like standard for you where you skip Bob and go straight for Steve?
Yes. I never get zealots. Typically in a PvP.
So since you're getting Steve first, you can get your first 2 Steves can stay home because I told you 2 units.
Yeah,
so I'm actually
gonna get a sentry for my second just so that I can hallucinate a scout.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever 2 units you choose, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, normally I would open up with 2 gateways. I'd do double gateway here and then a core, but because we're doing a NovaWar says, I'm not really opening up overly standard, because I've got a plan. Got a plan.
Well, that's good. Plans are good. Normally, we don't get a chance to plan in these parts. So if that helps, that will be wonderful. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I've got lots of people been rolling through, sending me messages and popping by on the stream and sending M and I the best of luck as we get closer and closer. Lots of people asking if the baby's arrived yet, but nope, not yet. Soon.tm though, for sure. Oh, look who's cheeky popping through here. A little shade in. Immediately surrounded.
Yeah.
So that's good. And he's dead. And threat neutralized. He didn't even get much information, really, out of that. He would have seen a couple of your units. And that was about it. So no harm on that front. Mr. Black and his plans. Gas heavy. Oh, that Phoenix, unfortunately, running out of juice at the finish line.
Yeah.
But we do know at least no expansions beyond perhaps what could be above here.
Yeah, it could be. There could be something. There's likely something there.
Yeah, pylon down there, little forward pylon action as the gateways start to open. Another gateway down. We're getting into the 4th. What's the ratio these days on gateway? If you're building exclusively gateway units, like what is it per fucking nexus gates at this point?
7-8 gates for 2 base.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Black, very gas heavy. He's getting ready for something cheeky. He's getting ready for something cheeky. He's up there in the almost 1,000. He's going to send down another Phoenix to get a little bit more information. Another gateway going down here at the forward to get ready to start cranking out units at the mid map.
Yeah, because I don't want to necessarily get units too quick because right now if I get units, they have to immediately go down, right? So I almost have to time it. Oh boy, I almost have to time it.
Several
so that,
Stevens.
Am I allowed to take these 2 units down, or they're just defending units, right?
There you have it. Getting it in. The slow warp on the first cycle. Oh, man. Whoa, we're immediately sentries. That was a lot of Stevens down there, so these sentries are going to have to put in some serious micro work. They're going to catch a couple of probes on the way out. Here come the Steves. Oh, there's also some Bobs in there. All right, good. Force fields to start, but unfortunately the Bobs got through. Well, that's not going to be enough. Oh, we're doing a Sexy Kyle. This is a shout out to Sexy Kyle. Pure sentries. I did think about doing a NovaWar says that was for this, but Mr. Black is attempting it anyway.
Upgraded? Oh my god, dude.
Did we manage to yet again hit somebody competent even in their first game here on random? Here comes the Stalkers at the backup. Unfortunately, or no, not Stalkers, sorry, the Bob's getting in, force field down, and he's willing to stand there fight, probably because he's got another warp cycle coming. As charge has now popped off, and it will be Bob on Bob violence. Down here is more on the way. Mr. Black economy allowing him to at least keep this up, and it looks like he's going to be able to clean up these units as more come in. This is a Bob on Bob warp cycle. I think Mr. Black has more gates at the moment, is the differentiating factor right now.
Than him too.
Here comes the wave of Bobs. More Bobs on the way, and now it's the Young and the Restless. No time for waiting around. They gotta get straight to work. Bob's very good at this job specifically, and they're gonna meet halfway. Oh, that's a lot of adepts and an immortal, but that's a lot of Bobs for Mr. Black, who is now gonna get into some sentries now that he has the meat up front for the potatoes and back. Now, I do love a potato. Here we go. It's going to be down to how many batteries are here. There's really one. Oh, very good force fields. Very good force fields as the Bobs are able to get in there and get to twerk. The sentry's also going to be able to take out that immortal very quickly. But we need some more reinforcements. Still got a fair amount of energy on some of these sentries here. One sentry is clinging on for dear life. As we go in again here. Gonna go for some force fields. Cheeky, get a couple down. They can't back in. That one battery is awfully close to having no energy left. As the Zealots wrap back around and clean up those adepts with no battery now to help them, those sentries are going to be able to take down that cannon. And now with another warp cycle of Steve's, I think he's only got 4 gates. This could be just the difference in both these force fields. Very sexy. Yeah. Completely encasing. That one Steve is in hell right now. Literally frozen in ice in front of that pylon. Not able to go anywhere with more sentries and more Bobs on the way. It is a non-stop stream of more gates than his opponent as another immortal comes down. I think this is like 4 gates and a robo by the looks of it. Oh, just so many. Oh, the force fields are crippling. The immortal is not allowed to leave. The battery has no energy once again. The sentries proving again to be god tier units in a PvP. Absolutely disgusting behavior as more Steves are thrown into the meat grinder. The jumper cables everywhere.
It's the Young and the Restless.
Whipping all these bitches. Ain't no way.
Yes way.
People don't know. People don't know. They about to find out jumper cables is in.
Yes.
New meta has arrived. Sacks of batteries are out. Jumper cables are in. Look at that. I don't know why people wouldn't think that in a PvP sentries would, that's sus. No, they're anti-armor. Anti-armor with force field capabilities? I mean, that shit's crazy work,
buddy
bro.
got out-microed pretty hard, too, so I don't know what
Oh, very hard. Yeah, no, it was solid. And really just way more production, too. Just the ability to basically, you were almost building 2 units to his 1. And normally, like, the moment he saw that many sentries, stop building immortals, because they're literally not going to survive more than, like, 3 seconds. Look at the amount of force.
How do you have so much gas? Because I mined it the whole time.
Because he expanded early and then just collected nonstop. You can go watch the replay and learn more about how jumper cables are your new god.
Wow. Hey, that's it. That's solid right there. And that's a decent player. I'd say he's like high platinum. Yeah, look.
Yeah, I would say diamond. Yeah, high plat. Diamond. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. So. Yeah, I mean, he hit 1v1 Masters at one point.
Yep, sure did.
No, solid player. I mean, that was evident when we saw the that first couple of pokes up there. It's just that he didn't have. He got out microed, and he just did not have the production at all.
And me getting charged
four gates
was huge.
And I think 4 gates and a robo, and then hitting charge when you did, that was like really fucking.
Yeah, I got it early
really
because I figured
huge.
like I'm not going to win the game with just sentries here. It's likely I'm not going to, so I have like backup that I can do. Especially with force fields, like we're in a good spot. He actually got charged early too, so that was well played by him. But nonetheless, that worked out. We're gonna call it right there. Thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you guys send in your replays to lifesaglitchtv@gmail.com. Hit that like button and get ready for next week. We're going to do a big stack of games. We're going to have a new sponsor, all that fun stuff. So hopefully you guys will support in any way that you can. And we will see you on the next one. That's it. Peace out.
Peace.